In this video, we'll solve the equation x over 2, the floor of x over 2 is equal to the ceiling of x over 4. And this floor and the ceiling are always integers, so we'll call it n. So the floor of y equals n implies that n is less than or equal to y is less than n plus 1. And the ceiling of z equals n implies that z minus 1 is less than y, or less than z, is less than or equal to n. Plugging that in for x over 2 and x over 4, you get the floor of x over 2 is a number, implies that x over 2 is between n and n plus 1. And the ceiling of x over 4 equals n implies n minus 1 is less than x over 4 is less than or equal to n. So we have these two equations. So we're going to multiply by 2 in the first one and multiply by 4 in the second one. So you're going to get 2n is less than or equal to x is less than 2n plus 2. Multiply by 4 on the second equation, you'll get 4n minus 4 less than x is less than or equal to 4n. So now what we're going to do is make this left-hand side equal to this right-hand side. So we have 2n less than or equal to 4n. We have 2n plus 2, and these are different inequalities. So we also have the 4n minus 4 should be less than 2n plus 2, the extreme left-hand side and the extreme right-hand side. So this implies that n is less than or equal to 2n. Subtracting by 2 on both sides, you get that negative n is less than or equal to 0. Divide by negative 1, so n is greater than or equal to 0. For this one, we have, so let's subtract by 2n. So 2n, add 4, so there'd be 4 plus 2 is 6. So this would mean n is less than 3, and n is greater than or equal to 0. So this means that n is the set of integers greater than or equal to 0 and less than 3. So we have 0, 1, 2. So n is 0, 1, 2. And the inequalities we have is 2n less than or equal to x less than 2n plus 2. And we have 4n minus 4 less than x is less than or equal to 4n. Yep. So we're going to plug in 0. So the n equals 0 case, we'll have 0 is less than or equal to x is less than 2. We'll have 0 minus 4 is negative 4, less than x is less than or equal to 0. We're going to AND those two together. So this means that if x is less than or equal to 0 and x is greater than or equal to 0, that means that x is equal to 0. So that is an answer. So n equals 1 case, we'll have 2 less than or equal to x is less than 2 plus 2 is 4. So we're plugging into this in this equation. And also in this equation, we'll get 4n minus 4, so that would be 4 minus 4 is 0, less than x is less than or equal to 4 times 1 is 4. So in this, we AND those together. So this would be, let's see, it'd be 2 less than or equal to x is less than 4. So we take the smallest boundary that are between the two. This is another solution. So the final case, n equals 2. So this would be 4 is less than or equal to x is less than 2 plus 2. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6. We have 2 times 4 is 8 minus 4 is 4. Less than x is less than or equal to 4 times 2 is 8. ANDing those two together, leaving us with 4 is less than x is less than 6. So those are the equations we have. So we have x is 0. X is between 2 and 4, not including 4. X is between 4 and 6, not including 4 or 6. And that are the answers.